final boss only. Please let there not be encounter raids here. Thank God. So this could be a long scene. The beginning of this song sounds like FF6 for a minute. Like one of the goofy songs on 6. But then it changes after the 4th note. The visuals is the only good thing about playing PS1. Perfect visuals from the Super Famicom. I realized earlier today that Mega Man Game Boy are technically D-makes. They are D-makes. They may have come out like in the early 90s, but they're just D-makes of 1980s Mega Man. Very slimmed down D-makes. Except for perhaps part 4, I guess, according to chat. If it's FF4, if you die in FF4, you gotta wait for all the scenes that show all these characters come back, as usual, like they are now. Must be an FF game, Sigma. Must be an FF game. I'm gonna try the 8 times attacks, and then I'll try Gill Toss. This is the shit version of a song that's supposed to be better. Huh, it looks like they gave me an extra second to go into the menu. The game becomes, like, actually a fun game, kind of. It becomes better. As soon as you're getting all the legendary weapons, you know, which just happened on the last stream. That's the only time, though. You know, the times 8 attacks might be a little bit better than Gill Toss. That's 3,000, 4,500, 6,000 almost, 7,500. Oh yeah, I think those attacks are better. They add up to more than what Gill Toss can do. Let's turn this fucking TV up and listen. It's the same music with, it's the same damn thing with a very, very big, huge mistake. they got rid of instruments, so like even this song sounds like garbage. The GBA has GBA sound chip in it because it's just the GBA, but it's better music than this, way better. Despite the downfall of hearing the GBA sound a little bit within it, like every instrument is still there. Yeah, this SFC is better than this trash. Like, I'm not even feeling any vibe that this is good. I'm gonna give this piece of shit a 74. This game deserves a 74. That's the fun I had with it, if not lower. Much lower sometimes. The final boss is dead. Should I just power off now, Led? Because I don't even want to see the ending. It's like, I just killed the final boss. GG. You said he had a lot of HP, but that was absolutely atrocious HP. There's always a final form, Sigma. The GBA music is a lot better because all of the original instruments are fucking actually there. This is like a plain lacking version. This is a lacking version of FF5 in every possible way under the sun. And that's called objectivity too. It's not an opinion. It's actual objectivity. Unless the person loves this kind of plainness and slow loading speeds. Wow, holy crap, dude. Whoa, that's nuts. This fucker has a lot of things to attack. There's a lot of shit to attack here. I think Guild Toss is a better idea than doing my 8 attacks, because I don't have any control. I know you are, Coffee. Coffee, trust me, I know that you are. I only have 170 usages left of Guild Toss, and then I'll be out of money. I'll be out of money. I'm probably down to even less now. Yeah, all 4 of them indeed. Yeah, I'm fucking glad that I did that. If I was gonna give one more class to anybody, it was gonna be Samurai. Looks like everybody's about to get wiped out. Game over. It is time to, God, this game is so fucking slow. Look how chunky this game is. It's even laggy. It has a serious fucking lag issue, too. It's not Twitch's fault, trust me. I have to use a rise now with the other person. I'll show him up. He maxed out everything and he still ended up dying. I'll show him up. It looks like Guild Toss is brilliant here because he has 4 different fucking like body parts. And it's just much better than using the 8 attacks. Something died, so he's down to 3 now. Eventually the 8 attacks might be a better idea, but not yet. The Time Mage is useless in this game. The ATB bar is so chunkily bad. I didn't beat the game already, did I? He was supposed to have quadruple the amount of HP, more than quadruple, compared to the first form. And the game's just done? There's no way that I did 250,000. There's no way that I did 250,000 already, Led. I killed one of his body parts, but there's still 3 parts alive. Shockstorm had me worried because he ended up, like, dying a lot. It's broken because it did 5,000, but I would have had to do 5,000 times... Let me get a calculator out here. He's got almost 250,000, right? So, like, I would have had to do Guild Toss 44 times for Guild Toss to be able to win that battle, but you guys witnessed me only use it. Honestly, I only used it, like, what, 12 times? Just doing simple math. 220,000 divided by 5k per hit. I would have to use it 44 times to beat the game. Maybe 45, because some of the attacks are a little shittier than that. So probably 45. I never have to wait for a loading screen ever again in FF5. Thank God. And now it might be new RPG night, guys. I'm not in the mood for Xenosaga. Definitely not in the mood. Yesterday it was pretty bad on Xenosaga because it was mostly walking. It was mostly walking, and that's it. There was a bunch of scenes spread out, but a lot of walking in that damn ship. I only killed one boss on Xenosaga, that's it. So maybe I'll have to come up with a different game to not play Xenosaga all the fucking time. Okay, good. I don't even have to control the game from here. Are you talking about the end credits song for FF4? I would know. I mean, I play it in the layout all the time. I even go off stream with that music. Or do you mean an instrument, maybe? Oh, yeah, like, Damsian, however you pronounce it. The Damsian town. Edwards town, pretty much. Edwards town is, Edwards town is very dark sounding. I can play it right now, overlap it upon the ending here. Here's Castle Damsian. Or Eblin, yeah. Or, yeah, I mean, like, even Edges. You should use Guildtoss, but remember, I ended up going down to I only had, like, 50 usages left on the amount of money that I had. It's $1,000 per throw. But yeah, that's Castle Damsian. Damsian, like, Damsian from FF6. It's spelled Damsian. All one word. The ending is ruined for me because the music is so fucking bad. I'm gonna look up FF5 ending theme. I'm on the Super Famicom version on YouTube. I want to hear the music actually, like, make me like this better. Holy shit! Oh my god! I'm gonna mute the game Oh my god, I just muted the fucking PS1 game, but the feed is still coming. And we're hearing the Super Famicom official soundtrack now from a Let's Play. There's no music here. Oh my god. Oh my god. This song is... We're hearing the Super Famicom music right now. And it's fucking better than what I just did for the last week. Alright, we're going back to the shit music. Do you guys hear how fucking flat this song is? So I basically, like, I just ruined an entirely, like, good video game for myself by playing a piece of dog shit. Like, I literally thought that FF5 was bad for a whole week. But it was the PS1 the whole time. It was literally just the PS1. Like, every facet of the game has been ruined. Like, music, like Aubrism would agree, music is the #1 goddamn thing to give these things some kind of vibe that makes me give a fuck. And the music that we're hearing right now is much worse than what I just clicked play on YouTube. It's like the soulless version of this song. This version of the song is completely soulless. If you heard the background of it, there's just no bass to it, there's no percussion to it, there's no anything to it. The OST is fine, you know, in its original form, and that's what we just heard from YouTube a minute ago. But then I switched back to this fucking garbage. It made me hate a video game that's supposed to be pretty decent as a video game. That and the loading speeds. I lost 8 hours of my life on loading speeds alone. If I chose any other version, I would have been able to beat this game 2 days ago. This game should have been done days ago, Coffee. But the loading screens added up and I lost my life. I literally lost actual life. Just listen to how bad this is. I can see, I hit play for a minute on the YouTube, and I can see that, like, the Super Nintendo chip, like, you can actually hear a little bit of FF4 in there, like, you can hear the Super Nintendo chip when you play the Super Famicom game. I did a wheel spin for this, Coffee. It landed on the PS1, and I succeeded. It landed on the PS1. At least I succeeded. We're just hearing a like awful imitation of the Super Nintendo sound chip when we listen to this crap. The GBA is way better. The GBA is weaker only in one area, because it just sounds like GBA music, but it does not remove any of the instruments in these songs. They're all still there. I wonder if I pick a new RPG today, it should be a PS1 or PS2 game. That's my fucking fart noise against that idea. Huh. I can't believe I let that come down to a wheel spin. In terms of visual, you guys know how much I liked kind of looking at this. The visual aspect was 100% flawless. But it's too bad that graphics are the very last thing that anyone would care about when they're about to judge a game. Graphics are always dead last. I've never met a person that actually put graphics as number 1 or 2. That would be crazy. If a person doesn't care about gameplay and they play for graphics first. I'm sure a lot of people do though, because that's why people only play PS5 and would never ever touch Nintendo anything. I don't have to wait for another loading screen again. I can't fucking believe it. I made it. I made it. I literally just beat a video game that I ended up despising my purchase of this piece of shit system, PS1. I bought the system. I bought Anthology right away. Possibly my first game was Anthology. I loaded it and I fucking immediately regretted the PS1. But in the future, I can't regret it, because obviously Dragon Quest VII came out, and a couple things. Barely a couple things. Never really played much of non-RPGs on this system, except for Mega Man X4, Mega Man X5. Not too much in the way of non-RPGs for me. I mean, I'm well aware that Twisted Metal is like the number 1 non-RPG on this stupid system. Twisted Metal and whatever else. GTA did not exist yet. See, this song would have been, you know, the Super Nintendo sound chip playing it. It's just a poor imitation. It's playing the official FF music now. Oh, indeed, guys, the ending is long. According to the YouTube that I'm at, the ending still has... There's like 11 and a half minutes left still. 11 and a half left. It looks like this is the last, like, the very last 2 minutes of story part, and then the ending credits start scrolling. So this is the last field that we're in, and then the end credits shall be scrolling. Actually, some of these lines are better on the Super Famicom. All these lines are better. The translator on the Super Famicom did a much better job. I'm comparing both lines that are spoken. It's totally different. There's a lot of people in my Discord that told me how much they hate Ferris on this game. They hate Ferris on PS1 specifically. But she seems fine on the Super Famicom. I'm looking at the translation right now. They probably hate when she says I all the time. She's like, I. Because she did not say I on the Famicom. Okay, let's go is literally the same line as the Super Famicom translator. That's the only line that was the same. Let's go. And that might be the last line in the game, guys. That was the final line in the entire game. So now we have 9.5 minutes. 9.5 minutes of just end credits scrolling. Holy shit, Obrism, what are you doing? Oh my god. Obrism, what are you doing right now? You're showing me the Japanese language, a Japanese website. I can't even tell what those are if you're hearing me here. I mean, those are the extremely awesome weapons from DQ. It looks like DQ 1, 2, and 3? The middle one looks like the, oh, it's cloth towels. They look sick because it's fucking Urgic Sword. The Sword of Destruction, I think, is one of them. Yeah. Looks like the black borders are not filled out around this game here. I think the end credits are like larger than the video game itself, but I'm not about to mess with it. Let's just let it end. See, this song would have sounded more like FF4 because of the super sound chip. Would have sounded more like real violin instead of this trashy PS1. Hey, Obrism, I gotta admit to you, like, I looked up, I was stuck on that fucking lava puzzle, and I went to any YouTube, and it told me the proper order to hit the buttons, and I saw the person hitting the buttons on the fucking Pixel Remaster, and I literally started throwing up. I was literally throwing up, like, just the way that person was, like, skipping, he was skipping, you know, tiles because of the diagonal walking. And just the way that it generally looks is extremely ugly. Here it is, by the way. I promised you I would at least load it. This is it right here, Obrism. I don't think I have a controller ready, though. Damn it. Let's see if the mouse works. The mouse is working. I don't lie to people, Abrism. Feel refreshed at least at that. The game is covering my whole damn screen, so... Is this supposed to be the beginning of 5? I thought it froze or something, but it's okay. I just can't really see chat anymore, and chat is probably frozen now, because FF5 is overlapping it completely. Well, these outside sprites look the same thing as FF. Like, these sprites here look the same. Don't fucking tell me, Abrism, don't tell me. The game is running slow on my desktop. It's a Steam game, so it doesn't work! It's a fucking Steam game, so that it just literally does not work correctly. I just wanted to throw the speed toggle on and maybe get to a battle or something, but the beginning is a little bit long. Well, I tried as hard as I could, Abrism, but it's chugging along. It's literally chugging along. Yeah, at least we didn't have to put up with that chip. Like, I like the instruments better. I'm glad they're all there, and it is better than PS1. But yeah, at least we didn't have to put up with like old school Game Boy. I don't think there's a favorite version that I have of 5. Like, there's something very, very bad on each version. The remaster is not playing correctly, and trust me, I don't have anything loaded, Abrism. I have nothing loaded on my desktop that could make it chug, except for the stream itself, of course. But like, it's not as if the PS1 is making it chug. The PS1 has nothing to do with my desktop. It's just on the side. I'm not surprised at all that it's chugging and not working. I'd have to test it out on my laptop instead, but I pretty much don't want to think about FF5 ever again. At least for a bunch of years. The GBA would have been the bad music version. The PS1 was the bad version, except for visuals. The Super Famicom is like... It's just the unreleased version, you know? I would have to get a reproduction cartridge to play it on real hardware. That would be the only way to do it. And, but it's like... It's still a little clunky, I'm sure. Unless the clunkiness was the PS1's fault, I don't know. This is really bad closeout music, so I will not be adding FF5 closeout music to my closeout music. I gotta think of what to play later. Dude, I am so ejecting the fucking disc right now. I am 100% so ejecting the disc. Just imagine if I play FF6. Imagine if LED wins the viewer pick and then chooses FF6 PS1.